What's up, traders? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, my name is Austin Silver, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my January trade recap, going over the 6 trades, the 6 wins that I had to start the year with my 300K funded account. So let's get into it. I'm really excited for today's video, not just to go over these trades and show you what I'm doing well, but I'm going to give you guys some ideas of what you could do less of that will help you make more money. But before we get into that, I want to let you know, Saturday, March 11th, there's a link in the description. Sign up for our next free webinar. It's going to be Saturday, March 11th at 11 a.m. Eastern. It's called Fuel Your Trading Dreams, how to get funded and stay funded. Because of course, passing the funding challenge is one obstacle, but staying funded is a totally other beast that I don't see a lot of people talking about. So on the webinar, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to get through the audition phase and how to keep your funded account while you then look to scale and get more capital under management. So there's going to be a lot that we discuss. I'm not diving into that today. That's why I want you guys on the webinar. Go to my website or go to the link in the description. Sign up. It's totally free. If you want a recording, because maybe you're busy that day, you've got to sign up. I will not be posting the recording on YouTube. I will not be posting it anywhere else. So make sure you sign up. Again, link is in the description wherever you're watching this, or link is on my website as well. You'll be able to find it if you just go looking for it, or reach out to me and ask. I'll get that to you as well. So now let's turn our attention to the trade tracker. You can see here this blue line kind of signaling where my year started. You can see my last trade was November 17th. I was then away all of December for our seminar, and then I was in London and Rome and Florence. I was all over Europe. And then I came back to trading to start the year on January 9th. I did not take any trades the first week of January. We had a bank holiday on Monday of that first week, and then we had NFP on that first Friday, which is normally a slow trading week for me anyway. So I came in on the 9th. I found 2 trades that week, and then a trade the following week, and then 3 trades the last week of the month. So we're going to go over all of them. The thing that you're going to notice, all of these trades except 2 of them are before New York market open, before 9:30 my time. Only 2 trades come after New York market open. So showing a lot of my trading already this year is that pre-market before that 9:30 volatility. All of the trades here are on US 500. 3 are long trades, 3 are short trades. Most of it is A2 entries. You'll see the risk is listed here as well. You'll see the P&L is listed here well. And I actually took a payout on this $3,000 or so I made about 4 days ago. So I was able to get money out of the account, which then they clear it back to 300K to start this next month, start February. So now that you see the stats, this is from the trade tracker, which everyone in the Black Shirt Club uses this trade tracker. Now that you've seen that, I'm going to go over each individual trade. So first trade of the year, I wanted to make sure that I started the year with a good setup. Not a counter trend reversal idea, not a news play, nothing too fancy. I wanted to just get back into the swing of things. Like I said, I hadn't traded since November. And when you're funded, and this is something we're going to talk about on that webinar next month, when you're funded, it's really important that your capital preservation hat is on, right? Not your go swinging for the fences hat. I don't need to pass a challenge. I don't need to make any threshold. All I need to do is make money, take my payouts, and keep doing that and scale. So first trade, I'm looking for, of course, perfect sentiment. That's the yellow line down here on the bottom of the chart. Perfect market sentiment. Since we had that here, this was a Monday, January 9th, second week of the month, I was very interested in buying US 500 today. We get a breakout above the Asian range high at about 4:30. It sits at that level basically all morning until it paints this beautiful A2 signal at 8:15. It's an A signal, which means that the EMAs are in full trend. The L50 is also very bullish. The only problem about it, if you had to be really picky, was that you could say I'm under the level of the Asian range high, that boxed off zone. So what could be better? Well, it could be off of that level, not underneath it. So for that reason, I graded it a B grade overall. It ends up going 1R. I take most of the trade off there. It goes 1.5R before market open. I took a little bit more off right before market open, and then at 9:30, it pins down and hits my stop loss in profit. For all A2 trades, I lock my stop in profit at 1R or so, depending on exactly how I plan to manage it. It's like 1R or 1.5R. If I'm really close to market open, I'll make sure to lock and take profit before that market open because I know how much that can shake me up. And look, this trade ends up going higher after that market open pin. So some people will say, Austin, you left money on the table. But for me, I did not. I followed my rules really well. This was a really great win to start the year. So that was the first trade, long. Second trade comes in a few days later on the 5 minute. Again, off the Asian range high. See, these B signals, they were the reason I got in. These B signals are above the blue zone on the Asian range high. This is a 5-minute entry, not a 15-minute entry like I just showed you. So that's why these candles look like there's more of them, because you're looking at a 5-minute chart. But same thing here. L50 is in the buy zone, perfect 15-minute L50, just like the other trade. So I have a very clear long bias. I'm coming off a structural level at Asian range high, and I end up taking profit on this trade short of 1R. I got tapped in profit right here very quickly. I was in for about 20 minutes sideways. It pops, it retests the high of day, and that's where I was able to take about 75% of the trade and then lock the stop. Now, you'll say, Austin, why did you break your rules and lock the stop and take profit quicker in this trade? How did I know to do that? Well, I don't know what price is going to do, but I saw the rejection here at high of day, and as this candle started to push down, you actually see this as a lower high. So I felt like we might see a move back down, and I didn't want to be in it for any more, push back lower. So I took the profit, stop is in profit, get tapped out, move on to the next trade, stack the win. So here, another winning long signal on US 500. Now, this was an interesting trade. This is Wednesday of the following week. Wednesday, we see rejection to this 4,000 price. From when I took this trade on the 11th, where we're long biased that whole week, we see it trying to get over 4,000 SPX, and it couldn't. It rejected it here on Tuesday of the next week. It rejected it overnight. You can see here. In the Asian session on some news. It could not get over 4,000. Then even on market open, this is the 15-minute chart. So this 15-minute bar is 9:30 to 9:45. You can see that bar rejects 4,000. So as we're seeing this reject, I'm thinking to myself, this is probably coming down off 4,000. And on top of that, we had a daily trend line that it was sitting at where I knew a lot of people would be bearish as well. So I ended up taking a short position after we dojied here at 10 a.m. to 10:15. I got short at 10:15. I put a stop about 12 to 14 pips higher, 14 points higher, and it just tanked. I did not anticipate it to push like this. I had smaller risk on this trade because this is not an A2 entry. This is a news play where I'm playing the fundamental price of 4,000. And on this week, there was earnings that were potentially going to be bearish. So I really wanted to be involved in the short. And you're going to see that translated through the rest of these trades too. So this pushes 1.6R. I take most of the trade off there. I lock the stop and I close the rest of it, I think, by the end of the day. Very small piece on the rest of it that I held. I did not anticipate it to break ADR, which I don't recommend you do. You should take your profit aggressively, lock the stop, and move away from it. So this was, again, Wednesday the 18th. Now we come back the following Monday, Monday the 23rd. We're seeing price under 4,000. And I know that it wants to sometimes go back to those key levels. Well, where does this long trade go exactly? Right to 4,000. So here, I do not get a 5-minute A2, but I really liked what the 15-minute was doing. Perfect 15-minute L50. It's a big shift bar previous on the 15-minute. So I'm getting in on the pullback of the 15-minute shift, A1 entry, which we teach in our course if you don't know what that is. It's when the 8 and 21 cross, we get a body off the 21 and we get an RSI confirmation. So I get the shift and I'm waiting for the pullback for a 5-minute A2, which it just never makes it to the 21 EMA. So I put the position on with a very tight stop loss at the bottom of the shift candle open price, which is exactly how I teach it in the course. I then take 50% off at 1R, stop loss locked, another 50% off more when it popped 5R, and then I got stopped out on the market open volatility right here before, again, another trade moves higher after stopping me out on market open. So 2 trades now I can show you that really point to like trading the pre-market session, managing those trades, taking majority of profit, mitigating the risk, and then letting the open just do whatever it wants to do. You could try to get back into this after the open, which is what I'm working on now, but I like to see the pre-930 trades, get the bag, see the after 930 trades, look for more. That's the way that I'm finding the most success, trading around New York market open. So this was a long trade, 5-minute A1 pullback. The next day, Tuesday, now I'm selling it down off 4,000, right? Here, another good example, as you can see in my notes, of why trading pre-market and then getting out before market open is going to make the most sense. It's going to help you realize the most gains. So here, A2 signals on the 5-minute, F signals, which means the EMAs could be better and the L50 could be a little bit better. But I really liked this second signal confirming this one and saying this is the price, 4,009, where we want to be short. I got half off and stop locked at 1R as I'm supposed to. I took half instead of 75% because I had a smaller position on this. The 15-minute on this did not favor sells. The L50 was kind of bullish, as you can see from my notes. So it wasn't a full sell, but I was trying to take advantage of the 15-minute downshift. 8 and 21 were in a downshift. So I catch that move short, 75% more off here at 3995, and then again, stopped on the rest at market open. That 930 volatility stops me out. Sometimes it keeps running in my favor, and then there's days like this where it does not. So treating the pre-market and then after market open as two different sessions really is helpful for me to just take the bag. And then this was my last trade of the month. We had, again, earnings in January, especially at the end of the month. I was very bearish off the 4,000 price level. So we push up to like 4,015, 4,012. At the changeover of day, going from like Tuesday into Tuesday evening after the market opens back up and starts to shift down, I put a very small short position. This was my smallest trade of the month because this is like a fundamental news idea with the earnings and the downshift, the 8 and 21 EMA cross. I put a stop at the high of week and I ripped this for 2R. This ends up going lower and then bouncing and actually finishing the day higher. So I felt really good about just getting the 2R, being very happy to take that overnight trade. That was pain-free. I put that on after dinner while Riley and I were cooking, and then that was it. I woke up the next day when I started my morning and I was full out at 2R. So again, those are my 6 trades. Those are the outcomes that we've seen. All wins. Can't control that. That just worked out well for me. But I think it's because of good trade management, aggressive profit taking, aggressive stop loss placement, and again, looking at the 2 sessions. Pre-New York, let the New York market open, and then come in after. Maybe you're trading the same direction. Maybe you're trading the opposite direction. But with my trading, I'm seeing it very clear. The pre-market session, the New York Open, then after the New York Open is where I'm finding the most success. And the last thing I would say, other than, again, sign up for the webinar, link is in the description. The only other thing I would say is I'm finding success, I think, because I'm focused on one asset. I'm looking at everything. I do markups on everything all day, every day, but I'm really only trading US 500 for now. Maybe that'll change. Maybe I'll add a little NASDAQ in there, I think. But as I focus on one pair, almost every day, I'm able to generate a trade idea, even today. But that doesn't mean I take all of them because I know my trade, I know my edge versus just knowing when an A2 signal presents. Anyone can see when the A2 signal presents. The indicator is free on TradingView. But to know your trade within that A2 strategy, that's what leads to consistent results. That's why I took a payout this month when most people did not. So that's where I'm going to leave you guys. Please sign up for the webinar, March 11th. Link is in the description. Link is on my website. I would love to have you there. If you enjoyed today's video, I went fast. You're going to love that because I go slow. It's a full hour, hour and a half, a lot of content, a lot of information. So make sure you guys are signed up. I really appreciate the attention, the focus you guys give our brand. Make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube. And if you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, always email me, comment on the videos, let me know. Just make sure you're talking to the real me. Don't go DMing some random Austin Silver. I've only got one Instagram account. That's where you'll find me, Austin Silver FX. Thanks, guys. Good luck with your own trading, and I'll see you on the webinar in March.